All right, welcome back to the No Death server. A death will get you a whole new map, whole new everything, on the second highest possible uh, difficulty, which has, yeah, that's caused some problems. Okay, that's 4 minutes. I don't know if it's going to be done in time. Um, there is a lot of raw meat that's going to have to go on the bike. Okay. I don't really need most of this stuff. That I'm definitely taking. I guess I'll take the can of pears. And then we have one beer that I'm aware of. I don't need any more cooking gear. And I definitely want that. And that. I should probably carry these things too. That seems important. I could definitely use that. Don't need that. All this other stuff here, I really think I probably could just leave it and come back later for it. Yeah, I definitely could. Yeah, as I continue to put things in the bag, I could leave all this stuff. Shove, shove. More things go in the bag. Shove, shove. Uh, Still happening. Okay, and this here. I think that we're now to the point where, yeah, it's just the seeds, really. I think I need to grab all these seeds and this beeswax. Oh, yeah, all right. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to grab the dirt, the clay. Yeah, all right. All right, now I'm gonna try and okay, nothing in the trader box. Just gonna have a quick little look around. Nah, I'm fine. If there's one zombie, I'm fine. If there's a horde, I'll get on my bike and ride off. Okay, and yeah, we've got some. Yeah, I don't need to carry this. Okay, that definitely. Okay. I'm not gonna get rid of any of those things. Okay. This I don't need. I really don't need. I think meh, I'll just pick up more eggs on the way. Okay. So have I the rally point's way out there. I think I'm gonna end up going back to the bridge base and then to the quest. Yeah, I'll probably go to the bridge base first and then to the quest and see if we can complete the quest. And then head back home to the bridge base. And I think, one more trip to get the
Morning. If you try to
seeds.
say it's, well, look who decided to show their face again.
Yeah, and I for sure don't have enough to buy anything that I need. Not that he has much that I need anyway. How much for an anvil? 720. Yeah, all right. Yeah. No, okay, there's the tank schematic. Yeah, I could get a wooden bow for 2100. Okay.
You cheap ass son of a bitch. That's
That's
all
all
you
you
gonna
gonna
buy?
buy? Okay. So off to bridge base and then the long trek to go to the mission. And I think we'll focus on the mission when we get there. And And then I think, well, that's the last time I'm going to get a long mission until I get like a motorcycle or something, because that was crazy to try to get out there and do all that. Do I need more things? I think we're gonna hold off on the ooh shiny for now. I think I got like 40 or something chrysanthemums, which is probably fine. I have. Do you hear it too? It's just a rabbit. I never took the meat. Well, that's fine. I'm hungry. Well, in less than a click, I'll be able to bathe in the river and eat food. So maybe I should get my butt going. Yeah, I have to remember when I get the seeds to get the meat too. I'm not doing bad for food. I'm doing okay. I don't really, it's not an urgent need. I just want to make sure that I have. It's about survival, man. And it's not like there's refrigerated or spoiled foods in the game, so I'm not worried about that. That's coal, which I do need. I do need coal, so I should go back and get the coal. I should go back and get the coal, which is off to my right. Yes? Yes. Try to pick up, I don't know, 100 coal? Okay. 100 coal should do, I think. I don't remember it being very much that you need for... Yeah, you don't filter things through coal, you filter it through charcoal, but... Whatever, it's a game. Game dynamics. Okay. I can't imagine doing a project like this on Icarus, because first off, the chances of not surviving on Icarus are pretty slim. Even if you throw the difficulty all the way up to the top, the chances that you're gonna actually be eaten by a bear or something are pretty slim. They're usually pretty easy to avoid fights in that game. Here, it's kind of a necessity that you put yourself in it, because you gotta like go through POIs and scav things and all that sort of stuff. And so, but I've put myself in a bad situation here because I decided to take this quest from I mean, I could always abandon the quest. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to make that turn faster. Yeah, I took that quest. I should not have taken that quest. I could abandon it and just try to see if he's got something closer. But I think I've already put enough work in that I'd like to see it through. Okay. Take everything that is not medical related and just dump it in the dump box, in the scav box. Okay, everything goes, everything goes, everything goes, everything goes. We don't need any of this crapola. Okay, we don't need any of that crapola is my new motto, and we're gonna use and use And then we're going to just jump in the water here. And while we're under the water, see how stinky we get. Okay. And then I need to use that. Okay. Now if I'm thinking, which I'm sort of doing right now, I don't know. Haven't even had my morning cup of coffee yet, so not sure why I'm suddenly so on it. I should be doing things like that. There we go. Anything else that I don't need to be carrying about? I'm probably fine not carrying very many of those. Anything else I don't need to be carrying about? I need more lockpicks. Well, I don't have more lockpicks, and that would take too long for me to worry about. So off we go to the quest. And as I recall, there's no easy way to that quest that I found, but there is potentially a road that sort of goes in that direction. There's a Moe's Grocer. Yeah, this was a huge error. I should not have done this. I had forgotten how hard it is to get places with bikes. And I feel like it's just going to be I don't remember which one it was, but it does seem like I had put a great deal of work into it, so I'm going to go see it through. It does make me feel like I should abandon it. So this is going to be an internal struggle for me. It's going to be 1.9 clicks of traveling, thinking I should have just abandoned this whole stupid thing. And if I die out here, I'm going to feel like, oh, I should have known this was going to happen, and I shouldn't have done this at all. But hopefully I won't die. Just like this bunny rabbit, I'll be, oh gosh, somehow impervious to being run over. There we go. Okay, that goes in there. Let's go. All right. Okay. Have we done enough of this that we can say there's probably a road, and if it gets dark and I have to come back, then we can try to use the road? Yeah, we're definitely going to want to use the road if it comes down to it. I don't want to do this at night. Scenic bike route through the mountains. In case anybody doubted the whole "I don't do things for content," this is a prime example right here. I don't even want to watch this. I'm gonna go ahead and drink some coffee because I want this to take less time. And this is taking forever right now. Yay, less than a click. Okay. Okay, so from now on, paying much closer attention to how far away these freaking things are. That is the problem with the traders, is that they sometimes give you quests a town or two away, and if you're not paying attention, because you're like, oh, I just want to do fetches, because that's exactly what you want to do. You want to do as many fetches as possible. Fetch is the best bang for the buck. Not having to go through an entire house clearing zombies by yourself. Although a tier 1 clear sounds like, oh, well, there's probably only a few zombies. And there probably is only a few zombies. But that's not the issue. The issue is that you've got a stick and a pipe pistol. And this is the second hardest difficulty, which means that instead of just headshotting them and being done with it, it's a struggle. Always a struggle. Yeah, this is crazy. All right, have I gone this way before? Yeah. Okay, well, let's go. Let's get over to the freaking thing. It's almost 9 in the morning. We spent all this time traveling for no good reason. Now I'm irritated, and that affects your mood, and that affects your decisions, so I need to be very wary of that. I don't want to make dumb decisions because I'm in a hurry or annoyed. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, it was this. Yeah, and this was a struggle, wasn't it? Okay. There's an underground where the... Yeah, okay. Well, then that's going to go away. That's fine. That's gone. It's in the underground. So, yeah, all right. And there were ferals, if I recall correctly. So, all the bad things. I didn't even get this before we did the thing, but I'm going to get it now. Okay, so we're going to have a... Oh, that stayed? Nice. It's probably what I'm going to end up using. Nice shot. Oh. Uncharacteristically good shooting from me. Can you hear it? Where is it? Okay. Don't know if these are ferals, and that is a feral, so... What are you going to attack, me or the wall? Lovely. Okay, yeah. I guess maybe at this point I just clear the floor. Be like, okay, well, that's done. What are you doing? Scrap all that. And then, sure, carrying bone already. Why not? Not carrying sandwiches today. Cloth. Okay, well, that's crapola. Okay, we're gonna come down here. I'll probably just shoot the first thing I see, and then, you know. Okay. That was just the worst miss. My goodness. I mean, uncharacteristically good shooting. This is probably a pretty adept description of what I did earlier. Hunting rifles, quality 2, great. Okay, are we all... Is this everything? Are we all gooded here? Okay. Okay. My. All the things. Yeah, okay. That's all good. We're not complaining about any of that. We will definitely take that. I'll probably end up selling that, so that can go there. Anything else? No. Yeah, that's also awesome. That looks like there's machine... Oh my. Okay, well, I mean, I already have one, but that looks like there's machine parts on it, but there's only a pipe, some sand, and that. Okay. Yeah, yeah, sure, fine, whatever. Anything else going on? 5 over. Oh, okay. Clear that, okay. Okay. And then underneath here is probably where the... okay. Anything else? No. Okay. Now it is scavving all the way home. Scav all the way home. This little piggy went scav all the way. Oop, yeah, okay, well, we'll scrap that and make some more cobblestone blocks. Yay. For the ones that I used there. And there's more zombies to kill. However, I don't think I need to kill them, and I don't think there's anything there that's worth a damn, so I think we'll just get on our bike and well, I think first things first, we'll put everything on our bike that we can. That for sure. Yeah. Yeah. That's something that might stay on the bike. I don't know. Gunpowder is one of the least likely things I'm going to find. Did we get a brand new mailbox? We did. It has paper in it. We don't need it. Seeds. Okay. And have I already gotten this? Oh no. Well, this is just where I'm going to lose my last 2 lockpicks. Okay. I bet it's going to get me all the way down to within the last 2 seconds and then break the lockpick. Yep, there we go. Okay, well, it's time to return to the trader. A knife guy. Okay, and I'm not currently... Oh, yeah, that's... I definitely want to go that way, and I'm going this way to check out the town a little bit. Oh, that's one of those police stations. Okay. Yeah, I'm not breaking into that with the situation I got going on right now. Okay. Yeah. That's got a dog there, too. I could probably... Speaking of dogs... Alright, off we go. Oh, my bike is injured. I should probably do something about that. Come here. And repair. Great. Alright, so we are going to scav on the way back. Okay. Not a terrible scav. Oh, this is that lumber mill. This is that lumber mill. I mean death trap. But when do I not mean death trap? And they think that's where the that's where the loot room is. But once again, the thing that's giving me pause is not knowing where the loot room is, but the whole death trap thing. Okay, well, I need trees. I need lumber, so I'm gonna just keep doing this kind of thing. I also need books. I need to scav all the things. I think probably the most helpful thing that's going to come of all of this is the lumber. I don't think I got anything super awesome in that last loot room. I do need mechanical parts too. Butt ton of mechanical parts if I'm going to make more lockpicks, which apparently I need to make more lockpicks. Okay. Okay. All right. Now I'm just throwing in whatever I can. Okay. Yeah, I know, buddy. I know it's a zombie eat zombie world out there. Okay, hey, I got some ammunition. That just goes straight into my pile of ammo. I keep saying these things have cool loot, but I've Alright, well I don't need this, so I'll just take that. And now I'm 9 over, which gives me 1 slot. So unless I'm going to pick up something I know that I already have, like say the bird's nests, then I'm probably done looting until I get back. And I'm a click and a half away. So I don't even want to really kill zombies, because if I kill zombies, there's a chance I'll get a drop, and then I'll be stuck here going, what do I want to leave behind? Not a big leave behinder, if you haven't noticed. More of next up on hoarders. This guy. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I have this for a reason. Okay. Oh, that was it. That was I got a glass back. A recycled jar. It didn't break during the drinking process. I didn't chew on it too much, I guess. Great. I was hoping for eggs, but this is, yeah, there we go. There's an egg. This is rough. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Is it stump? Nope, I'm not doing the stump. I'm just going to try and get back. And I guess the lesson here is don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and lakes that you're used to. What I always liked about that song, it's called Waterfalls by TLC. I never really enjoyed the song itself, but I did enjoy the message because part of the message is, you're young and you're stupid and you're headstrong, so you're not going to listen to other people. And when I was young, I used to listen to like old people talk about things. Not to me, they didn't lecture me so much, but they would talk to each other about mistakes that they made and things like that. And I would listen, and it really did prevent me from making a lot of dumb mistakes that my peers made. And I always thought to myself when I heard that song, I've actually had somebody probably like 10 years younger than me tell me that he was in his 20s and I was in my 30s. And he told me that because I was older than him, I was dumber and I knew less. I had less wisdom, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? That's crazy. That's crazy you would say that. Because for me, this is how I break it down. Intelligence is something you're born with. You have the ability to crunch the numbers and take the information you have and do something with it, or you don't. You're never gonna, you can exercise it, but you know, you're never gonna become a lot smarter. Then there's knowledge, which you can get. You can get tons of knowledge, or you can remain ignorant, your choice. And then there's wisdom, which is kind of using your brain to take with you important lessons from the experiences that you have. So it's kind of a mixture of intelligence and knowledge, and you kind of come out of it with knowing things like I don't think that would work, even though that's a brand new thing that just got invented yesterday. You can kind of have an idea that, oh yeah, that probably wouldn't be a great idea because of wisdom, things that you've brought with you forward through time. Okay, I need to, yeah, try to get up to the top of this thing as quickly as possible and dump as much as I can in the scav box. Dumping things in the scav box that I am not going to sell. I'm going to sell that. And this is Nerd Boots, which gives me safe fall distance. Oh, it also gives me, by the way, armor parts. So I think I'll probably okay, and then I'll just open this. And there's a get hammered in there. Great. Okay. Alright. Alright, now we're just gonna do this, maybe get an ammunition, and then scab. Okay, I've got things to sell you, buddy.
Good afternoon, jackass. What do you want?
Oh, the Shamway secret recipe. The only thing in here that has any use for me. But, okay, infested, buried. A fetch that's too far away. We could do a buried supplies. Let's do a buried
Hey, jerk.
supplies.
You need to get moving, jackass. This don't what's it gonna be, huh?
Okay, then I have
A sale
1,300.
is a sale, even if it is to a scumbag like you.
1,300 is not enough. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and get a treasure hunter. Okay, I'm gonna get a treasure hunter. I'm going to pull. Ooh, I'm gonna pull my bike around. And oh no. It's a horde. And I'm bad shot all of a sudden. I mean, not all of a sudden, but I mean, I was better earlier in the day. Okay, well. That looked like a good shot. What the hell? Okay, alright. I'm gonna grab all the things that, yeah, I mean, I probably don't need, yeah, okay, there, leave that there. I don't need all that. I'll keep this and all the rest of this stuff is coming with me. And now let's go impale ourselves on the spikes. Okay, let's, failing that, let's go here, and I can now make that, which is nice. Okay. Oh, yay, 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 yay. Ooh, I can make a scope. Ugh. I can make a scope. I probably should make the scope. Okay. Alright, well, if I'm going to go do that, just going to grab all the stuff and things then. I'm going to come in here and put in the foodstuffs that I've got. These are parts. That's food parts. Okay, that's manufactured. I'm gonna sell this. So let's put that down there. Where are the parts? Parts are going there. Raw. All that's medical. This, I don't know, ammunition and stuff. This is raw. That's manufactured. I don't have any other manufactured. So I do have parts. We're going to put the parts away. Oops, that's not a part. Not what I was trying to do. And then mods. Got a mod there. And then armor. Armor goes here. I can make armor, which I should do. That's a mod that I didn't throw away in at the right spot. Mods. There's a mod. Sell this, and then ammunition. Medical. Oh no, this is ingredient. Ingredient. Okay. Munition. And then we're going to come up here and do the farm. Okay, now real quick, I know that that, and maybe this, and I don't know. What else do I need? Oh, yay. What is inhabiting that spot? That is inhabiting that spot. Okay, so actually, take some of these, and I'll take 2 more of those, because I've got more out there. And let's go with scope. Scope 2x mod requires scrap polymers and glue. Glue and scrap polymers, which we're dangerously low on. Okay, craft, and then I need lock picks. Okay, as many as I can make of those. Okay, great, manufactured. Put everything back. Everything goes back, and then that goes in automotive, and I'm probably going to use that at some point, but I don't need nearly as much of that. Then I've got some first aid bandages, which I think it just, this at this point, I'm just going to do that. Move that there. And I'll put this here. I don't think I'm doing so well that I could not benefit from some of that. Do I have extra food? I do. Yeah. Okay, come on. Good thing. I just want to go do the buried supplies. Can we do the buried supplies? Is that possible? I'll come back for the lockpicks, but I want the buried supplies. I don't need this many feathers either, now that I'm putting things in various places. This whole day, I feel like I have been doing the absolute. Like, this is the most inefficient day that I've ever had. I should have done everything differently. Very, very not okay with how this is proceeded out. Okay. Let's get to the site, undo the buried treasure, maybe try to scab something on the way back, but I'm seriously doubting 3? 3 bird's nests. Okay, fine. I will do the 3 bird's nests. Okay. Let's see if I can scab something on the way back. Especially like a barn that might have corn. Although I'm not there yet. I need the nitrate, and I'm woefully behind on nitrate. And I need to go get all my seeds and stuff from the other site. I wonder how close I am. I should look at that at some other point in the future and see how close I am in terms of tool magazines to being able to actually build tools. Well, this is going to be up on a hill. That's no good. That's a terrible thing. Okay, well. Sometimes there's a question whether or not you need to clear a tree before you begin. The Fun Pimps have removed that question for this particular quest. Although it's RNG'd, but still. You can put these algorithms together so that the quest never lands directly on a tree or a portion of road. And just when it detects that it might, it just offsets in a random direction that is determined by what is not in that area. Okay, so no horde. So at most I should have to only struggle with 1 zombie or 2 zombies that wandered up into the hills instead of a horde. So no horde. Oh, on the other hand, it's one of those quests. So, see, there we go. Uncharacteristically good. Uncharacteristically good shooting, and instantly the obvious need for... Okay, I forgot what I was doing, obviously. Okay, we're going to clear some more trees. I'm going to change how I'm doing the... quest. Okay, yeah, alright, so now we're going to do the quest differently. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't need this there. So I'm going to start doing more topsoil removal so that when it goes again, I'm on the surface and able to quickly jump up onto and I'm also going to use one of these glasses or jars of coffee. Should give me everything that I need. I mean, it's a tier 2. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's no ferals, but I think it should make the chance of a feral smaller. Ah. All right, and now it's taking so long that we have the issue of possibly running into the night. But it's only, we're less than half a click home from home, so this isn't the last situation. This is far better. Also, we need the soil, so. Okay, well, that to me says keep digging. Gather clay is complete. Okay. Well, somewhat looks like I might be digging in the right spot. Yeah. All right. Okay, I guess I'll use that. I'll use that and then. Ah. And there you go. Okay. What would be awesome now is if I could find my bike and get the hell out of here. All right. No drops. I don't have to worry about that. Just head back. That'd be great. That was, yeah, I feel like a monumental waste of time. Um, but maybe we managed to pull some good stuff out of it. I don't know. Okay, we're still scabbing, so. Yay, lockpicks! What? Okay. There's a cornfield. And what's it like in terms of like, maybe, but I don't have enough time right now, so I'm just gonna do small scavs on the way. Like cars and that car must have been there when they still had leaded gasoline. Oh yeah, there we go. This is the kind of thing I'm looking for. I think I remember this one too. Fine, I'll just take everything because, you know, scav. It's all scav when you're scavving the scav. And yeah, here we go. Off we go into this direction. Have I already stopped and taken these bins? Nope. There was stone, stuff, and more stuff in that. And that looks like we've already done that. We'll have time to go in and swap, or at least not swap, get the credit for our mission. We're not even over encumbrance. Is that great or what? Okay. Now
You better make it quick. Sun's getting well.
I
Look
know.
here, boys.
Sun's getting low.
We got ourselves a real life hero.
What's
and
this do?
now he
No.
wants to be paid.
Yeah, of course I'd like to be paid. Okay, I guess maybe I'll take the wood. I don't know. Inventory.
Make up your mind or make your way out.
I'm not pretty sure. I am sure I have a bandolier already. I am sure I have a bandolier. I'm not going to gaslight myself here. This Night Stalker, damage at night. That was one of the things I was looking at, or an advanced bellows. Or maybe a tarp. Crucible I don't have anywhere near. Ooh, I could get a better scope than I have. I have the 2x scope. I could get the 4x scope. I could eventually potentially get that anyway, but I don't eventually potentially get anything. So I think I'm going to get this because this is something I can't make.
All right, now that we're done doing business, get out of my store.
I agree. I am going to get out of your store. Sorry, sir, for the inconvenience. It is time for me to take my bike 11 feet in this direction and clear it. What do you got on there? Nothing? Great.
Finish your damn business or come back tomorrow.
If you're still alive. Yeah. Okay. Back to the manufactured. I will start with the manufactured and throw all manufactured things in here. I will throw all the manufactured things in here a couple of times. Okay, so food. So that'll be munitions. This will be raw. Parts, raw. Seeds and stuff. Medical and stuff over here. Food. Seeds and stuff. Raw. Seeds and stuff. Seeds and stuff.
So get off my lawn.
Food. Raw, and then all this is like parts and stuff. And okay. So we have a few like farm things. Great. Quite a bit of raw. Fine. Got some medical stuff like that and this. And then we've got parts and mods. And parts. And things that go in there. Okay. And that's that. Nothing more in the scav box. We can close this door. And then what does this give us? Random ranged mods. Ugh, I hate you. I hate you so much. Just it's not enough. It's not. I'm gonna sell it, so fine, whatever. Munitions. Ammunition. How many shotgun shells do we have? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna sell this, and then okay. let's take a look and see. We have a point available. That's nice. Get an animal tracker up to the point where I can get coyotes, wolves, and zombie dogs. And I'm going to do that. I'm not even going to think about it. We're just going to do that. Okay, but this is the important thing. Crafting. Harvesting tools, still one shy. Repair and salvage tools, that's fine. Blades, I can get a hunting knife. I have one, so that doesn't help me. I can get a handgun. I have one. I can get a hunting rifle. I have one. I can start making armor. That's a very good idea. And then, I mean, I could cook some things. That's nice. And I can now build... Oh, I can build the apiary. And I could build a bunch of other things. I think I will end up buying an anvil if I find one, but I can build an advanced bellows and a gatherer. Okay. Advanced bellows. I require leather, pipe, duct tape, and nails. Leather, pipe, duct tape. We don't have any nails. It's fine. No, that's not what I wanted. And give me, I don't know, give me like 100 nails. We end up, you never needed nails. That wasn't a thing you needed, and now all of a sudden you need nails. You needed nails if you were going to do, like, glue, radiator, forged iron. If you were going to do things that were cosmetic. Start crafting that up now. Okay, and then okay, start crafting that up. Okay, well, it looks like we have done the things with the stuff and the things. Okay. All right. What can I cook? Pumpkin this and pumpkin that. If I have the pumpkins and the cornmeal and all that sort of stuff. Which, as I recall, that doesn't really, it's not very good stuff. I don't have any blueberries. I don't have any pumpkins here. I think I will grab some coal and cook up a little bit of pure mineral water. I think 10 minutes worth. Okay. Alright, and I don't have enough honey. Well, I do have some honey, but I have this honey tea, so it's fine. Okay, and these things in here. And I can take this upstairs and put this in the dew collector. And I can take all that. Okay, the gatherer's being worked on, and I have 3 crop plots. Okay. Well, I've got 3 crop plots. I'm going to make potatoes in all of them. Okay. Because you never find like a field of potatoes, so you do find fields of corn. How much water? 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Oh, well, that was right. And gather is not going to be done for a while. That's done. I can turn that off. And I've spent all my skills. I have got no new challenge. Well, that's not entirely true. I've got 1 new challenge unlocked. Repair that, I suppose. And how am I doing for ammunition? Do I have a bunch of... I have some extra. I've been going through it pretty quick. And no quests. I'm going to have to get a quest. There's an opening trade routes that is to the southwest. We'll take a look at where it's at in the southwest. What? It's in the southwest? It's in the northwest. You're dumb. Okay, anyway. So... Oh, okay, it's deep into the... Because there's the beginning of it, so it's deep in there. It's Chasey Lane deep. It's there it is. It's too far for bikes, probably. I'm not going to do that on a bike. And how close am I? How close am I? How far am I from being able to make mini bikes? Ooh, 7. So yeah, it's gonna all be scavving. It's gonna all be like missions and scavving and all that stuff. I have 5 more missions to get to tier 3. So yeah, this is the new life right here, is scavving. And I need to find a new Blood Moon site and probably clear it. I know we probably got a day or two before that is a big issue, but yeah. I could make more. Make more. Why wouldn't you make more? Makes no sense that you wouldn't make more. How are we doing for bacon and eggs? We've got enough bacon and eggs. We're good for now. Six minutes. Okay. Okay. Alright, and then how are we doing here? Gather and the bellows. Okay, well, we are one of the things, and we are one of the things. So, here we go. And then here, we've got some sand. Make more lenses. And then how many jars? Make 14 jars after that. Okay, now there's nothing left to do except for sit back and wait for the screamer. Whatever it is a pig, and it is how far away? It's very close. Already had a horde, but that was yesterday. Looking around. Don't see any. Don't see any zombies. It hurt. It sounded like more than one zombie. Okay. Okay. Come on, buddy. Good. Okay. I only had to fight one zombie for that pig. So that's not so bad. Okay. Back in here and just cut around the zombie bite. We'll be fine. How many minutes is that? It's 2 for the jars alone. Was there more? Did I hear more zombies out here? I don't see any more. Okay. Alright. Can never be too certain, I guess. And, anyway, where were we? We were doing this. And then we were doing this. Okay. Alright. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I think we've pretty much exhausted everything that we can do right now. Just waiting on things. So, let's take a look at our kills. We are at 316. Now, 316 is 29. All right, we were at 287. Yeah, 29 kills. That's a goodly amount. It's not the 58 of the Blood Moon, but it is a goodly amount. So the Blood Moon was 2 days ago, so we have time. So I think it's just going to be scav, 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 scav. All the missions I can do, and then I'll scav up, and then we'll see if we can get maybe some books. But we are way behind on books. Way behind. So, yeah, all right. All right, we'll come back and do this again. In the meantime, judging by the attendance here, thanks for not listening or watching.